Hey everybody. Sorry that it's a little bit crooked. It's balanced on my steering wheel so that I don't have to hold it. So I'm just thrilled it's staying there. We'll see how long that works. So some of the really awesome things. I got to spend all day outside doing some art. It was incredible. And yeah, that's me glancing over to the side where I did it because I'm still trying to get the hang of this staring at a camera business. So it was incredible. Um, I almost forgot that, pale person, sun, UV rays, all that business. But luckily, didn't completely forget and managed to get myself in the shade before any real damage was done. So just a little bit of pinkish, but no burn, and that's really good considering my skin tone. I really need that. So that was great. We've seen some incredible sunrises here and all sorts of birds, an entire huge flock of, let's see, I thought they were herons, but then we talked to some people and they said pelicans. That's right. Huge flock of pelicans. It's really beautiful place here. Some of the downsides? Well, we got ourselves a new toilet. The one that's in here is from the original 1996, and it just needed replacing. Got it yanked out and start putting in the new one and get all the way in there. And there's a gasket way down deep in there that's busted. Need a whole new one. So David runs off to the store and they're like, that is so seldom a thing that we don't even carry it. We just order it when we need it. And I'm thinking, how does someone know in advance that they're going to need this? You couldn't know until you pull everything out. So he goes to the next store. Anyway, by the end of it all, he'd checked, either called or gone to 10 stores. Spent all day. Ended up with zilch. So, came home, we have no toilet. Well, I have a perfectly good toilet and a perfectly bad toilet, but neither one is installed. But there are restrooms here, and they're not too far away from us. I don't walk well, but hey, it's like the whole camping experience, right? I can handle that. Don't like it necessarily in the middle of the night. At the risk of a whole TMI situation here, I have kidney disease and colitis, so sometimes there's a bit of an urgency issue. But hey, make do. Well, off we go last night to do our business before bed, and we see the manager coming toward us in his little golf cart, and maintenance manager dude. And he tells us that he's just had to close them because he used a few expletives. Had stuffed a whole bunch of paper towels in one of the toilets on the men's side, and it clogged the entire system up for both sides. So everything was closed now. There are some portables on the other end. So at a point, you just have to start really laughing. Now, I just, there's no waiting to the last minute, that's for sure. If I gotta go, I got to go down those steep steps out of the RV, get into my car, drive to the other end of the RV park, and go use a porta potty. But I gotta tell you, they're very nice porta potties. You gotta count those pluses where you can. We still have a lot of power problems, so we use the sunlight. and we let the power charge our phones, and then at night when we really must, we use our phones, but that's it. Otherwise, the power is really just keeping our food cold in the fridge. There's a lot of cold foods you can eat. That's fine. A lot of all the fresh stuff that's around here, that's doable. Each of these things is very doable one at a time. It's the whole stacking up. It's really getting to us. We were led to believe by not just the sellers, but we paid a whole lot of money to have a mechanic look over this whole thing and check it out inside out and backwards. And not a single thing that's gone wrong is something he even mentioned in the slightest. He felt like it was absolutely move-in ready. Everything was great. None of this was on there. So, yeah, pretty frustrating. Did everything you're supposed to do. But, on one hand, that's life, right? Just because you do everything right doesn't mean everything's going to go right. On the other hand, it's still our dream. And we are still in an incredibly beautiful place. And we watch the cats play, and they're having a ball every time there's some new smell, some new sound outside. It lifts our spirits, and every time I put one new little thing up, a new little piece of art up on the wall, which is very limited, but some little thing that makes it more homey, everything just feels all right. So it sounds a lot more wearing than it is. Oh, and we haven't had hot water since we moved in, so bathing is awakening. Yeah, and without the power, there's no furnace, so there's no heating. Luckily, it's not too hot on this side of the town, so it's also not necessarily to have the AC. But we'll get it, one step at a time. I'm just so grateful that David is able to do these things, one little step at a time. And luckily, the part for the toilet should be here tonight. So either tonight or tomorrow, we'll have our own toilet again. And who knew you could be so happy about such a thing? See, things to be grateful for. Tonight, today, be grateful for those things. Yeah, so I guess I just wanted to pop on here and say, on one hand, I could really use some support. It's hard. And on the other hand, I never in a million years would I think that I could handle this much crap so easily. I'm living my dream, and it's okay. Bye. Oh, sprained my finger. Sprained that finger, cracked a few nails, stubbed a toe pretty bad. Injuries every which way. Moving into an RV makes you a bit of an acrobat, and I am no acrobat. So, turns out masking tape is much cheaper than Band-Aids and easier to replace. Easier to find, too. All right. Oh, gosh, this thing's getting long. Bye.